Recently, the 2022 CONCACAF W Championship qualification competition, also known as the CONCACAF W Qualifiers, was held. This is a women's football tournament that was contested by the senior women's national team of the member association of CONCACAF. These games decided the teams that shall play in the 2022 CONCACAF W Championship. Today, we have the pleasure of speaking with members of our national team, the Sugar Girls, who participated in the CONCACAF W Qualifiers. Join us in welcoming Coach Samuel Phipps and Captain Lavern Francis and team player Aravinda Hughes. Welcome to Good Morning SKN.
Welcome to Good Morning SKN.
Welcome. You have to make it fun, right?
We have fun here with us today. Okay, we're going to have some fun.
So let's dive right into it, folks. Tell us, what was it like playing your final game on home turf? Captain?
It was great, a good experience. I feel good knowing that at home and it's just a crowd I could hear like give me passion and I know my team. That is what I wanted. So we went out and we did this. It was good.
Aravinda?
It was a great feeling playing at home and knowing that our home fans were hungry for football, knowing of COVID, and they needed extra motivation from them to play also.
Okay.
It was a great feeling.
All right. So we have a clip here of a match there in St. Kitts. So let's have a look and we'll see.
Springer for the 3-0 lead. Claxton getting her third goal of the campaign on this sequence. The initial shot from Wilkinson saved, but more alert is Jasara Claxton rather than the back line of the U.S. Virgin Islands. Defending hard they were, but the second chance opportunity, just like on the initial goal, coming to Claxton, and she converts. Venetia Brown, very strong in the 1v1 throughout the game. You'll see a lot of these runs. If you haven't seen them already, draws the penalty, opening up with the right foot. Kellogg not able to respond, and Brown would get her first of two in the 77th minute, and then the second one coming in the 93rd, just in the waning seconds. Kellogg coming out, and Venetia Brown off the Bailey Williams pass, taking advantage of the high line. A little unfortunate because U.S. Virgin Islands had just gotten the opportunity on the other end that went in, that was called back.
So ladies, tell us what is it that we just saw?
I see the excitement.
No.
I feel it.
Look at Lavern's face, like, we did that. We did that.
What was that feeling like? So
Okay.
what was the sensation like? There was somebody in the crowd. I was told it's one of
Somebody's
your brothers running around with a St. Kitts flag. I mean, that had to be exciting.
Yes. They always support me. My family are always very supportive when it comes to me. They believe in me, especially with football. They know my talent and everything. So when I see them, it's just like, yeah, and my teammates, them know him, so it's just all love and excitement with them. Yeah.
So, Coach, how did you feel about that result from that game?
Well, I was ecstatic about the result. Yes, we wanted more goals, but the girls played their heart out, and we got a comfortable win.
Okay.
We wanted to put some more pressure on Costa Rica, who won all their games, and we played before them in the final game. We wanted to put pressure on them so that they had to win. Because if they did not win, and we scored over 10 goals, then we would have been the one on top of the table. But nonetheless, the girls played a very good game.
Okay, so is that some sort of credit to your coaching? Are you a stern coach? How do you deal with them?
Well, no, I'm not stern by any means. Carton said, well, no, I'm a joker by profession.
You start back as soon as your segment starts.
Yeah, this joke.
And so I just put the girls in an inviting and comfortable environment. And they just do their best because they know how to play football. Once they're comfortable, the game will speak for itself.
That's good, that's good. So ladies, there were several matches that you played in the CONCACAF W Qualifiers. Which orders were the most memorable and why? I just love her smile.
Okay. Why?
Because we being so small, like we just up and chain, you know, the love for the sport, and Guatemala is like this big name, and everybody like, oh, I go in Guatemala, I get this and it. And to shock everybody, even Guatemala TV itself, I don't have
Exactly, small, but we tell her what, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, borrowing that from the Jamaicans.
It was real good. I wish we was, for Guatemala game, I wish we did pull that. We had that set up for Costa Rica. I wish we did run them because I know we would have been the top on the table once we go with that formation.
Yeah.
So, Aravinda, tell us about Costa Rica then. How did that one play out?
We lost, but we played our heart out.
Okay.
It was a difficult, hard game. Costa Rica team is very, but we showed them still that we can do our best.
You gave them a challenge.
But next time, no.
Next time.
You hear that?
Say it's coming for you.
Next time. They're ready. Okay, so what are some of the things that are taught to the team players in terms of, because we know sport is not just physical training, but it's also mental training. How do you hype them up? How do you get them mentally ready to face their opponents? But I realize Aravinda said she's ready for Costa Rica the next time. So I mean,
The thing about with this team, there's no I in team, and I always give commendations to the staff. And everybody play a vital role in preparing the team. So it's not the coach job only. There's the assistant coach, Al Richards. We had the medical team, who I call my miracle workers. Jenny Pine-Gishard, we had Josephine France, we had Dr. Mariska Phipps. We also had team manager Chantel Wilkinson, who did a wonderful job. And Macefield, he's the hype man. He's the trainer of the team. So it's a collective effort. And we just believe in the girls and tell them to go out and do their best. And if I must add about the Guatemala trip, is that we trained at Brimstone Hill for a few Saturdays in preparation for the 5,200 feet above sea level. And you guys would imagine how that was. Even the coach, I'm not in top shape, you can see. But the air was thin. And even in the game, it was difficult. And to play in Guatemala at that height, it was very difficult for the girls. We had to make a substitution halfway in the first half where a player couldn't not go anymore. She just sat and we had to take her off the field. So it was a hard battle, but we believe in the girls. We tell them, look, believe in yourself. You have the ability to do it. You know how to play. Just go and have fun. It's not going to be easy, but it's achievable. And the girls went out. We got our first goal. We were playing. The referee gave us some tough calls, but we weathered the storm. And it was a win from there. We had to pull some strings, the assistant coach and I. We had to take some gamble in that game, and it all paid off. And that's what teamwork is all about. At the end of the game, I was pulled by reporters into a room, and they couldn't understand what could we have done, possibly, to come to Guatemala in terrible conditions and win. Yeah, that was the main question from all of the reporters. What did we do?
Right.
Because it was not we weren't expected to win that game. We were expected to lose.
Right.
But we showed them that we're small, but we're Talawa.
You were mentioning some of the persons who make up the backbone behind the team. Question: were there any injuries during that period of time during the qualifiers? Any of the matches resulted with any of the players getting an injury?
Well, we had little nicks and knacks, but nothing significant to talk about where any player had to drop out. There was one player who traveled with us to Costa Rica. She couldn't make it because then she had a strain in her knee. That's the only thing, but all the other players, nothing significant to talk about.
Okay.
So Lavern and Aravinda, was there any self-doubt when you went to Guatemala? I just love her smile. No doubt? None?
I always ready.
Yo, that's good.
I like
mission,
that
so.
attitude. Yeah,
See?
on a
Mission.
Oh, my coach, you got a team of really strong women on your hands.
Yeah.
All right, so were there any challenges throughout the whole experience other than the one that you mentioned in terms of the altitude? Any other challenges that were faced?
What about the food?
I was about to say that. The food, us here in the Caribbean, in particular, St. Kitts and Nevis, we are accustomed to everything seasoned to the bone. And
Flavor.
when we travel, it's not seasoned to the bone.
No.
So the players don't actually like it. But I think that after a while, they gave us like like mixed signals. Like one time we got like good food. The other time was like, I wish I have some KFC. Yeah, that was it. The food was on and off. It wasn't consistent, but I eat anything.
Okay.
I make anything work.
So let's hear from Lavern and Aravinda.
Yeah, how did you ladies manage?
As Coach 50 said, that's what she was KFC. KFC. They don't buy Ricky Tishon. We know what tastes good and we know what is flavor.
Yeah.
And when we need a cook with us.
Oh, so Phipps, add a cook to the team, please.
Actually, one of our physios is Josephine France. She's an excellent cook.
Oh, so she ended up cooking food that tasted like KFC.
Not really,
Okay.
because
Like seasoned.
we shops weren't like close, like
Okay.
to get like supermarkets.
Okay.
So we can do that.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Aravinda?
They will go to the way to go buy, okay. We normally get like breast, but they went out the way to get chicken wing. So they buy chicken wing and get the kitchen. And then,
But I thought breast is better for athletes because it's more oomph.
Me like a lot of, me like fleshy chicken.
Oh, I don't like. Okay. Good.
Any challenges for you, Aravinda?
Food.
The food.
You say?
I'm a food lover, but sometimes, as I said, the food was good. It wasn't consistent.
Yeah.
Okay.
We tried to adapt. We tried.
Yeah, because you have to eat in order to be able to do what you guys do.
Energy.
That's what I'm saying too. So that was a really good win with the food.
Yeah. Because the girls were comfortable. I think we had one night. I think it was we played the Friday.
Yeah.
Yes. The Wednesday night we had like a talent show.
Talent night, yeah.
Like where all the rookies had to sing.
In the St. Kitts team?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And for staff, players, and we really had a good time. It was really fun, and everybody just got together, and it was a good sight to see.
Okay.
So what's next for the Sugar Girls?
For later on this year, I've been told that there are some friendlies coming up because then later on we have the Gold Cup and the Nations League. So what they're trying to do now is to mimic the boys' side. Like the female side never used to have all these things, but now I think FIFA and CONCACAF is realizing that there should be some equal playing ground. And I always believe that there should be equal, even in pay. Like I think females should get the same pay as men.
Yeah, of course. We're working the same as her.
I also think that females are the best bosses. But to say that, don't get carried away now.
I think some viewers are going to have an objection to Coach Phipps.
I'm just speaking on experiences. I'm speaking on experiences. So we have Nations League and Gold Cup coming up. So there would be preparations later on this year for 2023. It's just the final preparations. Once I get those in, I'm going to put a calendar into the president, and then we move from there.
So what if somebody was interested in joining the Sugar Girls? What do they have to do?
A lot of work.
So there's no direct entry?
No direct entry.
Oh, okay.
Everybody has to knock first.
Okay.
Right.
So after the under 17, this is the team that you end up on if you're interested?
No, they have the under 20, and then you have the seniors.
Oh,
Yeah. So they go up the channels on the 15s, on the 17s, on the 20, then you go to the seniors.
Okay. So first you have to establish yourself. You have to show your potential. Is there any sort of scouting that is done, maybe in schools, to see the young ladies who have potential?
Yeah, they're scouting there. They have scouts. We've spoken to scouts. We have some of the girls who are overseas based. In fact, some of their parents are coaches, and they have opportunities begging so that our players or younger players could come up and see what it's like to play in that environment. Because the thing is that I don't think here we get enough exposure, because then we can play. And it has been proven that we can play, but the experience part of it is lacking. So that's where a lot of the teams from St. and Nevis lose, because we don't have the experience. Because we're teams would, it's a strategy thing. Like some teams would let off for about 10 minutes and then go again. We just play. And we don't have that experience to really, but we're getting there. Trust me, we're getting there. Because even say the Guatemala game and one of the, I always talk about that.
Yep.
And they were asking, how did we do it? But I watched Guatemala play like the tapes every single night, just to find weak spots.
That's
They're very technical going forward. They're vulnerable in the back. So if they're gonna come, we're gonna get our chances,
I like
and
that.
we're gonna score.